Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday and welcome to pre-market update. You can see mostly green everywhere. Futures are green. You can see S&P 500 up 0.82%, Nasdaq up 1.27%, Bitcoin up 4%, and Ethereum up 5.43%. And gold is down. Basically, President Trump is expecting to meet China and make a trade deal. So that's why safety haven is going down and risk assets are going higher. But there is a risk going which my indicators are telling me. So let's review those. And please hit the like button, guys, if you like the content. I really appreciate that. So you can see left side, you have a day trading chart, and we are in a massive sell zone near third standard deviation. This morning we opened, that was a perfect shot. But these are futures, and they are in a resistance area or a sell zone. We like to buy in the green zone. So I do expect this to come down at some point. I don't know when. It's very hard to short in a bull market, so I rather wait for it to come back in the buy zone and then buy again. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. And on the right side, you can see daily chart. We're getting 8 count sell signal. We got 7 counts and then 8 count sell signal actually today. So even if I go to 1 hour chart, you can see we have a gap here. If I draw a line here, you can see gap up here happen this morning. Maybe draw with the green line and dotted line. So you can see massive gap here again. So most likely this will be filled. We just don't know when. They might do it after earnings. They are big tech earnings. Most of the big heavyweight Mag 7 are reporting earnings. So maybe they'll do it after that. But we'll wait and watch. Let's not FOMO into this rally. If you are in profit, this indicator is telling you should exit first thing in the morning and then wait for a pullback. Okay. Same story with Nasdaq here. You can see same thing here, getting a 8 count sell signal. Last time we got 8-9, we had a massive dump here. So just be careful here. You can see Nasdaq is also in a sell zone. And again, we don't know when they're going to dump, but at some point they will come back and fill this gap. Bitcoin, exactly same story here. You can see Bitcoin is also giving a 8 count sell signal, and again, it's in the red zone here. All right, so be very careful, guys, with all these assets. You have to be very, very careful. You can see BTC futures actually. You can see here a gap here, big gap. If I go to 1 hour chart, I can show you here a gap is formed here, and you have to be careful. It will at least come to 111,200 to fill this gap, if not go lower. Also, there are gaps at 97K at 9100. Ethereum also, you can see same thing. Created a gap here. If I draw a dotted line, the gap is here around 3960, and then more gaps to the downside as well. So again, we have to be very careful here and plan accordingly. Gold, we can see here, gold is going touching the buy zone short term, but on the long term, I'm a bit worried because gold can go more lower. There's no support really till 3600. If I go to weekly chart, you can see here gold, this area here, 36, 3500 area. I really like to buy there. So I think gold is probably going to go very, very far away from green line 10 moving average on weekly as well. So I think it still has longer to go. So you don't just buy using one indicator. You have to look into multiple time frame to trade this. All right, so let's take a look at VIX. VIX is already filling this gap, but again, it's going on a gap down. You can see this gap is created. So it will probably come back to fill that gap at some point. So we'll see. And also you can see SPX, which is cash market, is also giving us 7 counts on Friday with again gap up here. And same thing with SPY, gap up, 7 counts. Just be careful every time we get these signals, we get this drawdown. So again, today also we are going on a gap up 0.8%. If you go to 1 hour chart, I show you. See again, uh, if I go to extended, that's fine. You can see pre-market is here, gap here, gap here. So two massive gaps to fill on SPY, and if from market open to both tab gap fills, we need to come back 1.54%. Triple Qs, again same story here, 7 count sell signal from market open to both gaps close, we have to come down 2% at least. Okay, so be very careful here. Dow Jones also same story, and then IWM is not getting a sell signal. Maybe it will give it today. We'll wait and watch. Crude oil in term of in front of some resistance here, so turn green again. I gave you guys 7 and 8 counts buy signal. I told you this is where we're getting a buy, so let's see if it can break out. If it breaks out, the next resistance is here around $65. Already covered gold. Tesla was down 3.4% below 20 moving average white line, and this morning they're pumping it again above that. You will keep an eye, but again, Tesla looks weak, especially there's a big gap here. 398, 396. I think it's probably gonna come back at some point there, at minimum. Nvidia gap up yesterday, I mean Friday, and then again gap up today. So again, Nvidia is helping the market, already up at 190. Microsoft earnings this week, again gap up. I don't like these gaps, guys. Huge gaps, not even small. Apple is almost 1% away. Google is also big gap here. Amazon, wow, already above all moving averages. Massive gap. Meta also gap up, probably going to fill this 757. avgo also massive gap. Netflix is down 0.49%. I don't see any buy signal. Could come lower to around this previous low 1060. So we'll keep an eye. That's something I'm watching. CrowdStrike also high, and ServiceNow also high. Bond market little weak after getting a sell signal. I can show you here. You can see 9 count sell going lower. So we'll see. TLT has a huge gap here to fill around 89. So we'll keep an eye if it's going to come all the way down. TSX, I don't know how it's going to be. All depends on Shopify and banks. Maybe it's going to try to make a new high as well with the stock market. Hang Seng Index also trying to go fill this gap, 27K. Apart from that, natural gas is a little lower, but again, huge gap here could be coming there. This is SI, which is silver. Also, you can see same thing like gold. If I go to weekly chart, probably going to come back here around 38.7. I don't see any major support until that. Copper, after a nice getting lower. Um, I don't know, no comments here on copper. Dollar index DXY, after getting a 7 count sell, found support, and now just between support and resistance here, not doing much. Shopify got a 7 count sell, again going higher, so you have to be very careful, high guys, touching previous all-time high. Just very careful with these stocks. Don't FOMO in. Don't FOMO in. Just wait for a pullback. Celestica also high. Costco is a good, very interesting spot here, but there is also a gap here as well. So again, I don't see any great buys here overall. We'll keep an eye on all. ISRG also 7 count sell signal. Oil miners also opening with a big gap. You have to wait for a pullback to really buy again. I don't see anything interesting right now. So anyhow, we'll wait and see, wait for the right time. For now, it's a good time to short, but again, who knows? You have to be very quick and careful in exiting if you're shorting, okay? All right, guys, that's it for today. I will talk to you later. And if you want to know more about buy and sell indicators, subscribe to my channel. Link is in the description, bottom left, click the join button. I share this with my subscribers. What I'm buying and selling also I'm sharing with my subscribers, so you can gain a lot of money and benefit by joining. And if you do join, put a comment in the video description of this video and let me know your user ID. I'll move you to member section where you can talk directly with me. Okay, all right, have a good one, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.